Here we have a model for genetic tragedy. Yes, oxyribonucleic acid is the cause of all our woe. Why should this oxynucleic acid one miscreate us so? We could be a happily sweet and placid, we'd be beautiful as well. If this spiral chain link, silly and insane link, hadn't raised helical hell, they call it DNA,
and it's the reason that we're made this crazy way. It replicates and replicates and replicates, and then that concentration molecule that copies again. They call it DNA, genetic treason, and it fills us with dismay. Iterate, imitate, irritate, incubate,
they call it DNA, and it constructs us in this aggravating way. It ought to have a killing for the sorry shape we're in. This twisted little villain is original sin. They call it DNA, and it constructs us with our heads and feet of clay. Sharper than a needle, we could be as bright as Beadle, but for DNA.
They call it DNA, and it's amazing how it labors night and day. It generates, regenerates, regenerates, and then that spooky, spooky molecule has hooked us again. They call it DNA, and it's amazing how it leads us all astray. Replicate, renovate, regulate, reprobate.
From Wahoo, Nebraska to wildest Alaska, whether crossing a gene or a gorge, when a job was impressive or work was excessive, the people all left it to George. About 1922, they wanted Wahoo in Wahoo. They said, who'll make it? Who's our kid? They said, let George do it, and he did. Later on, it's sad to tell, they had corn problems at Cornell. The other boys ran out and hid. They said, let George do it, and he did. He said, you're crawling with the pollen, seldom seen in tow. It's clear to me it can only be those icky, sticky chromosomes. And Tech, they called out for a guy who could look a fruit fly in the eye. The average guy would flip his lid. They said, let George do it, and he did. About 1941, George thought that fungus might be fun. Some thought his wits had begun to skid. They said, let George do it, and he did. Some said Neurospora are crass. They're a newy, gooey, screwy mass. I'd sooner fool around with squid. They said, let George do it, and he did. He said, I'm ready with that heady, steady, ready, oh. With a little pluck and a lot of luck, I have struck genetic gold. And then they looked around for guys who could win us another Nobel Prize. Shall Cal win it? Saints forbid. They said, let George do it, and he did. Bob doesn't, Dan doesn't, even Gilbert D. McCann doesn't, George does it at CIT. engineers couldn't, chemists wet behind the ears shouldn't. George does it at CIT. Don't speak of math wizards, they're diffident too. They streak off like lizards when there's something to do.
Lang, you're and Lang mustn't on this campus even doesn't. George does it at CIT.
And then alas, it came to pass, Chicago gave a yelp, and they gave a most appalling, falling, crawling call for help. They said, we've got to find a guy who will give that good old college try to pull our school from where it's lit. They said, let George do it, and by George he did.
Muriel is leaving, we're afraid. It's on account of some mistake we've made. It looks to us like fundamental proof. We must have pulled some transcendental move. Oh, what did we do to Muriel? What makes her want to get away? What could we have done to her, dear? Why should she pack up her bags and disappear? Why is she so mercurial? Why won't she settle down and stay? What did we do to Muriel? Why is she going away? What did we do to Muriel? Why did we ever let her stray?
Maybe she got itchier and itchier after we exposed her to the Britisher.
Now that she's gone Grand Tourio, how can we keep her in L.A.? What did we do to Muriel? Why is she going away?
Oh, what did we do to Muriel? Why did we put her in those plays? How could we depict her as bats? How could we have put her in those crazy hats? Maybe she's in a fury over those farcical displays. What did we do to Muriel? Why is she going away?
What did we do to Muriel? Why did we work her night and day? Maybe she just got up and went after we elected her our president. Why was she so Muriel? What can a woman's lover say? What did we do to Muriel? Why is she going away?
What did we do to Muriel? We might have frightened her away. Maybe she decided to dash after she destroyed our mad and guilty passion. How can a guidey Shorio see her again before he's ready? What did we do to Muriel? Why is she going away? What did we do to Muriel? Why are we driving her away? Maybe we've been clumsy and gauche. Maybe she has found us utterly atrocious. Maybe we've been too Muriel. That's why we're crying in dismay. What did we do to Muriel? Why is she going? There's no way of knowing. Oh, why is she going?
ago I was 16, most enthusiastic guy you've seen. I will never be that way again. I have learned a million things since then. I'm cynical, cynical, disillusioned and scarred. There's no heart that's so hard and charred as mine. I'm cynical, cynical. I'm no babe in the woods. I know babes who are no darn good. Cold and political. I'm so bitter and so blasé. I'm the cynical of the cynical old way. I'm cynical, cynical. Take a look and you'll see just how cynical you can be. I'm cynical, cynical. Life at Tech is a crock. I make statements that rock and shock the team. I'm cynical, cynical. I'm proof being a troll. I've crawled out of my old slave hole. Science bores me. Math and physics are dirty words. Biology, all that is for the birds. I'm cynical, cynical. I'm no longer a hoe. I'm a cynical so and so.
Los Angeles, they tell us, is a town that ought to be abolished and torn down. Its citizens defame it and berate it. They say to really know it is to hate it. According to the latest analytics, Los Angeles has 3,300,229 inhabitants and 3,300,229 critics.
Oh, they say in Los Angeles they stray, in Los Angeles betray, in Los Angeles decay, in Los Angeles every day. In Los Angeles, that's what people say. And he's tight in Los Angeles, they're tight in Los Angeles, they're right in Los Angeles, they're tight in Los Angeles, so they say. In Los Angeles, frightful in L.A. The air they breathe is loaded with ozone and tar. The bees all wheeze, and the birds all have chronic catarrh. And they sneak in Los Angeles, they tweet in Los Angeles, they peep in Los Angeles, they shriek in Los Angeles, but they stay. In Los Angeles, no one moves away. Oh, they meet in Los Angeles, a feet in Los Angeles, they meet in Los Angeles, a cheek in Los Angeles every day. In Los Angeles, that's what people say.
And they pry in Los Angeles, they spy in Los Angeles, deny in Los Angeles, lie in Los Angeles, so they say. In Los Angeles, writers in L.A.
For miles and miles, the traffic is tied up in knots. They crawl, and they fall from Pacoima to Watts.
They're confused in Los Angeles, abused in Los Angeles, bemused in Los Angeles, bruised in Los Angeles, but they stay. In Los Angeles, no one moves away.
They always know amusement is simply a cinch. When things get slow, they can always retry Dr. Finch. And they strip in Los Angeles, they clip in Los Angeles, they strip in Los Angeles, they clip in Los Angeles, but they Los Angeles. No one, but no one, but no one moves away.
The entire history of Greater Los Angeles, no one has ever moved away.
You've heard the blues, the torchy singers sing, a soupy sentimental sort of thing, concocted from a flock of names and faces, and river towns and crummy southern places. But I've got blues as basic as the earth, a sorrow that began before my birth. No wonder I am never glad or merry. You can't shake blues when they're hereditary. I got those blue jeans, those blue jeans. I mean, I've got those blue genetic blues. I want some blue jeans, some blue jeans. I need another chromosome to use. I want some blue jeans that won't transmit genetic blues. St. Louis blues and Memphis blues are only accidental. Basin Street and Beale Street blues are both environmental. But those blue jeans, those blue jeans, shrink your soul and sink it to your shoes. Non-synthetic, brother, it's pathetic when you get those blue genetic blues. I got those blue jeans, those blue jeans. I'm screaming with those blue genetic blues. I want a few G's, not dull and all discolored like a blue. Just one or two G's that won't transmit genetic blues. Now when you sing at Hager's blues, you're merely melancholic. When you sing the sugar blues, you're strictly alcoholic. But those blue jeans, those blue jeans, pull your skin and shorten up your fuse. Always stay home, brother, it's prenatal when you get those blue genetic blues. Those blue jeans, that Beadle isn't helping us to lose. Making new scenes, some new scenes, while we stay here a-weeping at the news. He's making new scenes, while we're here weeping in our boots. You wouldn't think he'd leave his crew, indeed you'd rather think he would bundle up Chicago you and send it to Helsinki with those blue jeans, those blue jeans, that steal your soul and throw away the blues. Still he's leaving us a dreaming with those blue genetic blues.
We must not be bitter at that fateful DNA. When it makes a Beadle, there's a price we have to pay. They call